What's up, guys? This is HH Trader back with another live trading video. We're sitting here with about 5 minutes to the bell. We have two stocks up today, EYES, which was up last week, and ANCN. So I'll go ahead and do a little research on those two. EYES, let's see if anything changed from last week. Any new news? Alright, so checking at FinViz, EYES has a float of 13 million, 13.25 million. At BAM SEC, it still has no shelf registrations. And let's see, at Yahoo Finance, it has a float of 13.2. So about the same as yesterday. And then ANCN is our next one. ANCN. ANCN. ANCN does not have any shelf registrations, and the float is 3.09. 3.09 in the float at both FinViz and Yahoo Finance. Okay. Alright, so we will put that in there. What was that? 3.09 mil. Alright, so we are ready to go for today. We got our two tickers up here. Eyes is looking weak already on a Monday morning, and remember, this is Monday morning, so usually some of the biggest sell-offs happen on Monday morning because people buy on Friday and hold over the weekend, and you can get a huge drop on the open. So be wary of that. It looks like Eyes is getting on back up there. Alright, wait, gotta flip off of it. Eyes is looking like it wants to get back up there. It's got 2 minutes left. I'm expecting a big move down to cover this gap that happened right here, the gap from 86 up to the 90s. It did cover that right there with that little wick. We're gonna see though. This one looks like it can get violent. And so now I am going, and I did do some analytics over the weekend, and so my strategy works. My strategy for the 9 EMA pullback, the 9 EMA support or whatever, it works, right? And so what I'm trying to do is now manage the actual money that I have. So per day or per trade, I'm doing it by a per trade basis. So each trade I want to be putting in $300, right? And as I make more money, you know, I put in more. But for right now, each trade $300. So however much I can get for $300, I do however many to get 3 trades in a day. 3 trades. And this will keep me from over trading. It will keep me from just hopping into hot lava. So that's what I'm going to be aiming for in this week. 3 trades per day, $300 per trade. All right. Five seconds till the bell opens. Big move down, then big move up. The bell is open, or the market is open. First minute of the day looking crazy. Top side is the 965. Go ahead and put my resistance in there. Big pullback right there. Big pullback. Wow. Pulled all those. If they're still holding, they got some faith. This is the first minute of the day. Can it hold up this level of the 909? It's struggling to hold that level of the 909 right there. Okay, it got back up and it's shooting. Alright, so let's see the close of this candle. It's got 4 seconds left. Do believe we're going to see quite a pullback on this one for some profit taking. Nice. So the first minute got very volatile, and it's getting even more volatile. That is crazy. Still has not set a pre-market low yet. I mean, not a pre-market, a intraday low yet. Wow. Insane move on the open. If we look on the daily chart, it is above where the previous day closed, which was 989. It's about almost getting up to $1 above that. Looks like it went into a halt, or nope, not in a halt yet. Where is the bottom? Now remember, this is Monday morning, so big moves happen on Monday morning to the up and the down. Okay, moves are getting smaller. That was a 1057 up to a 1075. Hit that 1075 and looking kind of like it's finding some resistance up there. It is very extended off of this 9. So let's see if it can hold up this 973 down here, which is this 1 minute high. Or actually, I should put a support down here. It just bounced off of it. That's the support that it just bounced off of right here, this 1 minute high. We want to see that hold up. We may or may not see that hold up. On the 5 minute, it looks disgusting. Big pullbacks here. All the way down, back down to the 9. So it did go and revisit that 9, and look at it. Look at that. From the 1075 down to the 899. 1075 down to the 899. And this is why I say be careful on Monday morning. It is insane. Think about it, if you bought the top of this and you were like, okay, it's going to go higher, right? And now you're down $2. Insanity. All right, so now that we have a bottom here, or actually we don't have a bottom yet. Not yet. Bottom of this candle was the 899 on the red bar. The bottom of this green bar, which is probably a dead cat bounce, is the 889. So we'll see if this is just a dead cat bounce and will it start making its way back up. But with this topping tail here, it does not look good for it. OPGN popping up on the scanner. OPGN, a little bit cheaper stock. This is a $2 stock, $2.45. It does have a bottom here, 222 right here. So let's see if I can get an entry here. Let me see how much I can get for 300 bucks. I can get 121 shares, but I do 120. We do have a bottom way down here at the 222. So it's going to have to form a new bottom, but it did change the trend here. Did change the trend. Wow. OPGN is getting up and getting crazy. Looking for it to come back down and make a bottom, man. It's too extended off of this. It's extended 40 cents off of this bottom, previous bottom. All right, so let's get a bottom here. Let's go and look at eyes. Eyes looks like it's, oh no, eyes is not looking good at all. All right, so we'll stick with OPGN. There's a little bit of a double top right there. Double top on a lower price stock. Let's see if it can bounce through there, because it doesn't have, let me look at the news for today. News for today, COVID, something COVID. It may actually break that top. Let's see. Study results of Unvero. Okay, whatever. Not really too interesting. I'm just waiting for the technical setup now. Has a bottom down here of the 257. It's quite extended from that 9 EMA. Extended from the VWAP as well. So it definitely has some low visitation there. Let's see if it is this a dead cat bounce or will it break? Dead cat bounce or break? Ooh, that doesn't look good. That's a triple top right there. Let's see if it can hold up this 257. This is the one that I'm probably going to be watching. It's a cheaper stock, and I can get plenty of shares on it. Let me go and check. I did not do any research on it though. For OPGN, OPGN has a float of 18 million at Finviz. OPGN. Has a shelf registration for the end of last year, and at Yahoo Finance the float is 18 million. Okay, so let me go ahead and put that in my notes. 18 million on the float with a shelf from last year, the end of last year. Alright, so I added that note right there. Okay, so we did get a bottom here. The bottom is a 248, and this will be the dead cat bounce. This high here is a 266, so I'm looking for a 271 buy. 271. Oh my Jesus, come on. Okay, I couldn't buy that. I was expecting it to stop down here in this range and then go higher. Broke the pattern right there. Getting back down. Oh, it's just gonna keep going. Keep going. It does have that shelf registration, so we'll see how that affects it in just a moment. Eyes, what is Eyes doing here? Eyes is trying to work its way back up. It ran into this 1 minute high here of the 975, and I'm not into that one right now. So let's go back over to OPGN. We got a low here, new low, 248. Support right through there. It did break that triple top, so I kind of figured it was gonna go a little bit. So it went from the 70 up to the 94, 94. So 20 cents on that one. Let's see if it can pull back and give us another low, or it may just continue going. That was a very small breakout right there. It's collecting longs up here. I believe it's going to take a little dip. Let's see where it dips to. Where is the new low? Will it start making lower lows? That's not what we want to see. We want to see this thing stay above the 249s and start closing in or diverging on these moving averages, or converging on them, getting closer. All right. Will it break the body of this candle, which is the 281? Ooh, Eyes. What is Eyes doing? Eyes got halted going up right there. ran into that 1 minute resistance, got halted going up. So let me go and see what kind of halt that was. As volatility halt 9:39.50. So it'll open up in 5 minutes. It'll be 9:44.50. Got out just before the halt. Man, congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. Get you some trades in there. All right, so we got this low here. Looking like it's trying to hold up, but it's looking heavy up here. I think it cracked the lows down here, so I'm gonna be a little bit careful on it. But eyes is halted in the $10 range. Wait a minute, it has a low here. This may be a dead cat bounce. If not, I'm gonna use this one as an entry point. Let's see, this one, this high is the 89. Let's see if it can hold up. 89. This one needs to stay green. 280s. We got some more popping in. I'll go and check those out in a minute. Ears popped in. XSPA. Let me go and look at those right now. Okay, ears is up. Okay. And like I said, I haven't done any research. These just popped up, so I'm going to go ahead and research them real quick. XSPA. Or not XSPA, ears is what I was trying to get. Ears. Ears has a float of 6.74 million. Ears, at Yahoo Finance 6.74. Does it have any shelf registrations? Ears does not have any shelf registrations for ears. So let me go ahead and add that to my list of things to watch. 6.74 million. I'll save that, and we'll be waiting for it to give a nice little pullback. Where was the other one I was watching? OPGN. Took my eyes off of it for a minute, and now the high here is the 289. Right, so this high is a 285 there. On the 5 minute, 289. Let's go 291. 291. 291 is looking okay, but it's just not my setup. I'm gonna go ahead and look up everything else. I looked up OPGN, looked up XSPA is the one I didn't look up. XSPA is getting a lot of wicks, so let's go ahead and look that up. XSPA. It may have a shelf registration with the way it's trading. Yep, it has a shelf registration for the end of last year. XSPA. XSPA has a float of 69.47 million. Over there at FinViz has a float of 69. So 69, I'm not going to touch that one for XSPA. Yeah, and it's already off of my scanner. Not touching that one. Ears did give a little bottom, but it cracked this bottom here, so I don't like that. Eyes is about to open back up. I don't know what kind of movement it's going to give. OPGN is also looking kind of weak here. I don't like that setup. It's broke the bottoms. Made a higher low here at the 274. So it may be an entry. If this one can hold up above the 9 right there. Okay, eyes should be opening. Okay, it just opened up. Eyes just opened up. If you want to look at that one, I am going to keep my eyes on OPGN here. The high here is a 291. 291. I'm gonna do 120 shares. If it can, it's just looking weak now. I don't like that. Good consolidation, but just looking weak. The low here is a 277. 291 is the high. Do a 292 buy and take 100 shares there. Got my 100 shares out there. See if it can hold up this level here. If it can, that'll be great. Take 100 shares. The low here is the 280s. 280 will be the sellout point. Looking for it to push up. Start to take a little bit of profit here. Let's see. Can we push? You're getting up there. 280s might stop me here. Did like this entry, but I don't know. Getting bought up a little bit there. This will be the new low. 283. It's gonna stop me. Yep. Stop me right there. Alright. So eyes did get up to 120. Let's see if it can give a pullback. Here's, I did like OPGN, but that's one trade. That's just one trade for the day. So we're looking for a pullback on OPGN. Go ahead and let's see, 300 shares. What price am I looking at? High is the 1271, 1276. 300 bucks. Once, whoa, what? No, 1276. Okay, now 300 bucks there. It's looking like 23 shares. Ugh. Does not look good at all. The top of this is the 1238. I'll do the 1238, 1241 buy here just to catch some of that volatility. And I'll get in there. The low here will be the 1167, which is kind of, let's see if it can push through. The low here is 1167. 1167, I'll be out. Getting a little bit of a push there. I'll be out there at the 1167. It's looking for much more of a push than that. Come on now. Get excited. Okay, sellers. Oh, come on now. This may be my stop out point then. This may be the stop here. See if it can continue up. It's not getting bought up here. Looking for that pop through the 1250. There it is. Pop through the 1250. Did fail that level. Looking. Got my stop ready to go though. Getting bought up a little bit there. It is above the 9, so we just want to see it back above the 1250 here. This low here that's starting is 1226. I'll have to get out 1226. I'll move my low up there. Looking for this dead cat bounce to be something a little bit more powerful. Looking for that 1240 break. Ooh, nasty. All right, it is above the 9. This will be my new low, $12. $12 is what I'm looking for as the low or my out. Okay, be ready to get out at the $12. Let's see. Can it push? I'm up at the $12, looking for a little bit of reprieve here. This low now is a 12.34. Ooh, looking heavy there. Come on now. 12.34. Okay, getting a little bit of a push there. 12.34. Got to be out at 12.34. I am green for right now. Let's see if it can push a little bit higher. I might have to do something crazy here. All right, so 12.75. I'm gonna have to go ahead and put my stop there. 12.75. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take some off here just to lock in some profit. I am green on the day. 10 shares left. I'm locking in some profit here, and then I put my all out at 12.75 for those last 5 shares because I wanted to lock out something. 12.75 for the last shares, just holding. I did not want to lose on this one. I'm holding very small share size. The new low is the 13.20. 13.20. That's where I'll be out at if it wants to come crack that. Right now I'm just riding the wave. So 13.95, we're gonna move it up to the 13.50 here. 13.50 will be my new out. 13.50, getting up to the 19, getting up to the 14s. We're at the 13.50, moving up to the 13.75 here. Did it go into a halt? Oh, okay. 13.75 is looking like the spot that I would like to be out. I'm just waiting. If it can give just even the smallest push. The low here is the 13.54. Okay, it did stop me out right there. Green trade though, all in all, nice. Like I said, I'm managing my risk, and in the last trade I have one more trade to take with $300 on the line. So like I said, this is the new strategy. This is what I'm trying to do. Take 3 trades and then manage that risk. And that's what I did. So ANCN, OPGN. Eyes is still going up. It did break that 14, but I got stopped out. Doesn't really matter. I took my profit off of it. So it's definitely going to have to pull back now. VWAP is all the way down here at the $11. So I'm definitely not confident in that anymore, entering that anymore, because you're basically buying the top. Okay, ears. Let's see if it can give a nice little pullback, and I will look for an entry here. $300, 74 shares. I'll do 75 shares. Looking for the pullback here. The high on the daily is the 412. So a push through the 412. Let's see if we can get a nice pullback here that respects these levels here. Okay, getting a little bit too much push. We want to see it pull back a little bit, but it is trying to stay above this last 5-minute high, which is the 409. Trying to hold up that 409. Constantly going back and getting a little bit closer to it. All right, so the high here is the what's this high? High is 418. So I'm looking for a 421 buy. 421 buy on 75 shares. If this can close red. If it goes green, that's going to break my strategy. Let's see if this can close red. And I'll buy the high of that 20 break. So it's closing red, or almost. Okay, 405, 403. It's got to stay in the body. Do not break that body. 405, it broke the body right there. I don't like that. All right, that broke the strat. Let's continue going to eyes. Eyes is now pulling back. So I did make sure I took my profit off of that one. OPGN is now trying to, well, trying to die is what it's doing. All right, ANCN is looking quite nice. Let's see if it can do a little pullback here. And let's see, the high of this one is the 588. So this may be my last trade. 588, $300. So I can get 50 shares here. Let's see what this pullback looks like. Can it close red? Needs to close red here. If it goes, hey, yep. All right, that's out of my range, out of my, and NETE, very low float stock popping up, but it has very low volume, so be careful on that one. It's a $12 stock. The news on it: Mullen Technologies and Nextex batteries will deliver most advanced lithium sulfur battery technology available today. Okay. Well, not that many people are interested in it, so we'll just have to wait on that one. Ears, again, did this little fail. I do believe this is a dead cat bounce that's going to go ahead and break this bottom of the 395 unless it snaps through this top, but I don't know if it can do that. It's looking like the shorts are kind of heavy right there on it. The next one, ANCN, is finally giving the pullback, but now it's extended off of that 9. OPGN did form a bottom here, these are higher lows here, so we're just going to be patient on that one. Eyes breaking bottoms, forming lower lows, so I don't like that. The low of this green candle here was the 1229. It needs to hold up the 1229. Can it do it? 1229, looking heavy. Looking like it's really heavy. Okay, it just stopped moving. See, I don't like that. It just stopped moving there. Am I disconnected? Wait, let me look at something else. Nope, that's still moving. So it just stopped moving there. It got halted on that move. All right, well, good luck to those people that are still holding that. All right, so let's see what else we have left. ANCN did do the move, but it's just extended off of that 9. So I do believe it's gonna pull on back. Got up there, let's see, from the 629 up to the 650. That's a 30 or 20 cent move. Don't like the topping tails that are forming there, even if it goes. So this will be the low here, 587, that it needs to hold up and form a new low. Form a new high above, or a lower, or a higher low above this one. So there's a little bit of a breakout right there. So OPGN is still highly on my watch. It's a very cheap stock, forming higher lows here. So supports here, but it has not reversed the trend yet. So I put my supports in here. We have a trend line going kind of like this. Let's go ahead and draw that trend right there. And yeah, that's the top. Okay, so there's our trend line on that. It is trying to crack it, but it also has this VWAP right there, becoming kind of a headwind for it. Getting through that trend line right there that I just drew, but I don't know about that one. All right, let's continue looking around. NETE still does not have the volume. Ears, it's kind of slowing down a lot. Has a low here of 371. So we'll draw that as a support. 371 low here. Has a higher low up here. So our next support is right here. And our question is, can it hold up that level? Can this red candle stay away from this 386? Let's see if it'll break that bottom. Bottom here is a 391. It has no news on the day, so it has no reason to stay up. All right, so as OPGN getting on up there, we're looking for the pullback. It's a reverse trend now, but we're looking for the pullback. ANCN still going up, no news on it, which is crazy. No news and just piling up. So we're going to watch. ANCN is finally dropping. Just doesn't have the news to keep it up. All right, OPGN is the one that I'll be watching now for the last trade. Hey Ed, what's up? Here we go. So we're looking for the pullback here. It has reverse trend. It's made higher lows here. So we'll draw our support here as well, but it has not given us a pullback entry. Double top there. Top here is the 284. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We are trying. I have one more trade to take. I've taken two. I'm green on the day. The first one was red. The second one was green. So we're trying to make another green trade here. And for you that just got in here, what I'm doing is I'm managing the amount of money that I have per day. So I usually trade $1,000 per day, and I've broken it down to where I'm going to take 3 trades per day, $300 each. Okay, so that way I can take some good size and make some pretty good profits on each of those trades. Even if I have a red day, I manage the risk on, or not a red day, a red trade. I manage the risk on that red trade. And this one's piling up here. Never gave a pullback entry, so getting extended here. We're going to see where that pullback comes to. Where is the new low? We don't know. It did hit the high and go through it. So the 296 got up there and crossed $3. So that whole dollar resistance level is about to get heavy on it. It's about to get really heavy on it. Anything else moving up? NETE, not doing anything. OPTT, trash. Ears, it is holding up this low, but I don't know for how long. This one continues. It's like this trend line is continuing to come down, and if it does break the trend now, it'll actually be breaking VWAP. So that's not something that we want to enter. As long as maybe if you're short, you can do that. ANCN finally giving the pullback, but it is making lower lows. So that's not the pattern we like to see. OPGN finally gave the pullback. Is this the low though? Is this the new low at the 288? Let me draw that support, 288 support. Do not like this topping tail over it, but this topping tail is on a green candle. It's the biggest green candle of the day, so that gives me a little bit of confidence, but I want to see it hold up this this low here. It's got about 20 seconds left. Let's see what it does. Let me get rid of this so we can see the level 2. Level 2, where are the sellers sitting? Sellers are, I don't see any big levels of sellers. I don't even see any hidden sellers in here. Maybe some, but they're blending in pretty well. So we're trying to see if this thing can hold up. I don't like this topping tail here. That kind of threw a wrench in the strat. The low here that it needs to hold up is a 288. Looking for it to hold up that 288 here. Yeah. So it did do a little bit of a, well, I wouldn't even call this a dead cat bounce. This is just a retest, trying to retest the highs, and that's the $3 level that it got to. So that's a little bit of a bounce there. Let's see where this one pulls to. 305. So let me see, 300 shares here. I mean $300 here. How much can I get? I can get 102 share, or I'll get 100 shares of this. On this bounce here. Looking for it to pull back some. We're going to see if it pulls back. It is pulling back. It's 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 p Okay, pull back quite a bit. The top here is a 306. 306. 306. Can it hold up this bottom? If so, 306 will be where I'm trying to get in. 307 actually. Let's do 307. 100 shares at the 307. Okay, 307 is where I'm sitting at right there. It did show some weakness there. Trying to see, can it be strong here? The low here is a 291. 291. Okay, that definitely looks weak right there. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this order. Well, looks like it wants to go now. So the low here is a 291. If it shows red again, yeah, I'm going to cancel that order. That's too much weakness. I don't like it. Even if it goes, too much weakness. I really don't like that setup. Ears looking like it wants to move. Okay, ears. Ears, yes. Okay, so ears may give a breakout on the 416. Looking like that 416 there. Does have quite a bit of wicks. The only thing about ears, it has no news to push those highs. That's the only thing I don't like about ears. So let me see. Eyes, OPGN. OPGN. It tried to get up there, looking weak now. The high is a 304. So yeah, I would have been in right there at that 307. It would have pulled me in. Would I have made money here? Let's see. Ooh, double top there. I would have made a little bit, just a little bit. All right. Eyes came out of his halt. OPGN. Let's continue watching ears. Ears. So it did give the pullback here. The high is a 415. I'm gonna size down for ears and do a break of the 416, 421 area if it can get up there. And I may actually size down more than this because it has no news, so I don't want to be top ticking it. It's looking weak too. And then down here on the volume bar, the last bar was a big red, and it's barely getting that sell or that buying bar up there. So I'm losing confidence in ears. Even if it goes, I just don't like it the way it's looking. I just don't like it. It can pop off if it wants to and leave me in the dust, but I'm okay. I like something with the catalyst. OPGN, filling out. Okay, ANCN. Did that one have news? No news on ANCN. Ears got up there to the, where was I gonna put? I was gonna put it at the 420 for an entry. So it would have, no, it wouldn't have got me. If I put it at the 421, it wouldn't have got me there. So I'm not too interested in that one. It's looking very heavy right there. It may go though, but man, I just don't like it. Now, okay, this buying bar, if this is a buying bar, it is not doing its job because it should be pushing out. With this big buying bar, it should have been pushing out. So I believe it's going to get a little bit of sell off here. I just don't like it the way it's bouncing. All right, eyes is again not looking too good, but it did make this low and it has higher lows here. So we have our support low, we have our higher low here, and our question is, can it hold up this 1237 level? All right, back to OPGN. It did drop off. It has not made a lower high yet, but I don't like the setup. ANCN looking like it wants to get up and go on no news. Ears, again, just does not look good to me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. OPTT. Yeah. Ears is going down there and checking that 9. I guess you could trade this on pure technicals. But see, it's breaking the 9. It has no support to hold it up. Like, no one wants to buy it, but everybody wants to sell it. That's the problem. All right, ANCN looking like it wants to reverse. Remember, this one has no news as well. Looking for a pullback entry here. That would be very nice. Okay, so it is pulling back. It is going sideways a little bit. So this was our previous low right here of the 611. We want to see it form a new low that is above this 611 point. On the 5-minute, it is getting into a 5-minute descending, so we want to see it hold up the body of this last green candle, which is the 625 level. So if it breaks that 625, it's not going to be looking good at all. Looking like it's, let's see, the low, yeah, getting on down there, broke the 625 level. I do not like that setup anymore. Eyes halted again, going down. So if you're in a short position, congratulations. If you're not, I'll pray for you. All right, so OPGN is moving less and less. We did get a bottom here, and it's trying to form a new high there, higher low. So we got a low here, support. Okay, so 314. It is fighting now within the cents. So whenever you see these double numbers out here on the end, and it's just fighting in between cents, not making 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, but actually going by tenths and hundredths of a cent. I don't like that. I want it to pay me. Pay me. All right, OPGN going down. Okay, ANCN. NET. Oh no, that's nothing. Back to ears. What did ears end up doing? Ears. Oh, ears went into burial mode. Straight burial mode. ANCN, don't like it. Okay, so OPGN has a higher low here. Can it stay higher than this 293 is the question. Has plenty of volume. Getting these topping tails, these ramping topping tails, which means that sellers are willing to sell at higher and higher prices because they think it's going to go down. Okay, and they are right. It just snapped through that previous low, making new lows there. So let's see what the action is above this last support level here, which is right there. Last support level right there at the 288. As we're just looking around, we're grocery shopping today, looking around for my setup. Everything's pretty much taking a nice little dive, and I got one trade left in me, and I don't want to burn up the green that I already have. All right, so this one did crack down, so I'll count this as the low here. 325 is where it bounced off of. OPTT. Did it have news on the day? It did not have news on today. Very low. Who's going to stand up? Okay, so OPGN made a lower low, but it did stay higher than this previous low. So let's see what it wants to do. This may be a dead cat bounce. If it's not, okay, it's going. So this is not a dead cat bounce on this 1 minute candle. Now this whole move may be a dead cat bounce, but let's see. The high here is a 309 of this last red 1 minute, which is where it kind of hit its head. So definitely not trusting it, especially after this this topping tail on this 5 minute candle. Don't like it. Eyes is still halted. OPGN. OPGN is looking like it wants to play ball. This may pull a lot of longs in right here. Let's see. Will it break? Okay, I just saw that green candle pump up there right there. So let's see a pullback here. Let's see if we can get a nice little pullback. Is that a double top? Okay, it broke the double top right there. It is fighting for cents. So 1, 2, 3 cents. This candle right here went from the 298 up to the 320. So almost a 20-cent move. Almost. That one is making moves there. Did get over that last 1 minute candle, but I still don't trust it. Let's make sure we're keeping our eyes on everything else as well. OPTT did make a lower low here. So it's got to come back and make a higher low. So not trusting that. NET definitely failing and reversing trend. Ears. ANCN not looking good. OPGN now has a nice topping tail right there that I don't like. It's got to hold up this bottom of the 309, which I doubt it's going to do. It's looking very weak right now. Eyes did unhalt or come out of the halt, going down, still going down. I'm gonna watch eyes to see if it can make a higher low though. I have not given up on this stock completely, so definitely, because it is still the top mover on the day. It's making a lower, hitting a bottom right there at the, where's the VWAP? 1170. So it is kind of struggling with the VWAP, but I haven't given up on it completely. Okay, this one did come down and break the body of that candle. Just not looking nice at all. Looking very choppy here. I can get rid of this trend line here. Looking very, very choppy here. The low here is a 307. It's got to hold up this 307 after this dead cat bounce. Got up there. The high of this one is the 314. So 314, let's see, 314. How many shares can I get for, actually I'm gonna do 150 on this. I'm gonna use half size because I don't want to get blasted here by getting pulled in. Whoops, whoa. I'll do 30 shares here because I really don't trust this stock. It's struggling to keep over this high of the 320, which was the last high there. So I don't really trust it. High here is a 322. 326 would be a break right there. Let's see, what's the top of this? High 327. So 326 is looking good though. If I just put it out there, let's see. The low here is a 315, 326. It keeps showing red though. I don't like those flashes to the red. It's trying to get up, but it keeps flashing red. Yeah, I'm not interested in that. Not interested in that at all, even if it goes. Keeps flashing red. That's big weakness. I don't like that. All right, so now we have the bottom. Wait, whoa, where did eyes go? Eyes, we have the bottom. So we're looking for a pullback. Where is the new bottom on eyes? I'd definitely be willing to take a trade on this one though. Plenty of volume, plenty of liquidity. But it can also make some big moves down. That 1175 is trying to hold up, getting tested quite a bit. Looking for the pullback entry. Let's continue keeping our. You know what? What am I doing? I keep forgetting I got this whole other tab over here I can use. What am I doing? All right, so let's do this. Eyes, OPGN. I keep on having to switch and it's aggravating me. ANCN. Okay. OPGN ears. There's one. Okay, so OPGN is looking good. Ears, eyes is forming a little. It's got a little. Could break out of that trend. I do like that. I do like it if it can pull back and form a new low here. OPGN, let's see, it moved from the 27, so it broke out 27 up to the 30. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. So eyes will definitely be the one that I'm watching. Am I tripping or is this too many tickers over here on this one? Maybe I didn't change this one to the last time that I traded it, because I only got this many tickers here. Eyes, OPGN, AN. Okay, so I am kind of tripping. All right. So eyes is the one that I really would like to watch here. This high here, the break over this high of the 1240. 1240. I'll use $100 here. $100. Oh, that's small. Okay, I can take 10 shares. 10 shares over this high of the 1250. 1251 break for 10 shares. And I'll use this low here. Low of the 1191. Kind of pull back there. Let's see. Giving us a lot of red. I do not like that. Let's see the low here. Yeah, I don't like that setup anymore. We'll cancel that order. Dodged a bullet there by looking for that 1250 break. So is this the new low? Is this it? 1179. We need to find a low. Where is the low here? Because this, I don't count these green bars as lows. I want to see a point where the sellers are winning and it stops. That's what I want to see. So this may be the new low here of the 1161. Right there, 1161. All right. OPGN. It's moving up, but it's choppy. Do not like that. ANCN is also moving up. Still do not like that. So I put my trend line out here. Let's look at the trend here. It's got a trend line that it is well away from. So I'm not too interested in that. Eyes is trying to hold up this level. Fighting with the 9 EMA right there. OPTT going down. Ears not looking healthy anymore. ANCN, if it can break this trend, maybe it'll be a possible trade, but it's just moving less than cents now. OPG. Okay, this one is definitely exploding. So if you want to trade a choppy stock, yo, this is the one. OPGN. Alright, so eyes, it's definitely looking like it wants to go now. I'm looking for the break of that 1250 would be nice. Let's see the high here, 1250. Let's see what you can do here. You got a low. You got a nice low set up here, but it did crack this previous low. So the low of this candle is 1162, and then the low of this candle is 1160. So it did crack that previous low. Let's see if we can make a higher low here, is what I want to look for. Get a nice little pullback right there. Looking for it to hold up this low and create a higher low than this one. Then I'll be looking for an entry, possibly now at the 1225, that $0.25 break. Okay, now looking for a higher low than this one. It's looking nice. 1225, 1225 entry, 1226 just to give me a little space. Okay, looking for you to pull back and give us a new low. Needs to close red. Ooh, oh, so glad I didn't jump into that one. Look at that. Wow. So making lower lows there, so I'm backing off of that one. 393 OPGN is pushing to the moon. It is no longer choppy. It was choppy, but now look at it. Insane. How can you even plan for this? Like choppy, 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 making lower lows. But hey, sometimes it explodes like that. OPTT. We're looking, okay, OPTT is looking like, did it have any news on the day? That would be great. Ocean Power Technologies had a Q3 net loss. Revenue slides from year ago. Okay, no, that's not something I want to jump into. Revenue is sliding, Q3 losses and all that. No, I'm good. All right, this one is making higher lows and it's coming up to this trend line. I do not know what the action will be here. It has no news, so just be careful if you're going to trade that one. I'm going to stay away from it. OPGN is finally pulling back, finally giving a pullback. Will it break the bottom here? The low of this one was a 372. Over the top is a 398. So let's see if it breaks it. Would love to see it break down here. Come on, break. There it is. All right, good. So don't have to worry about that one anymore. It may actually come up, but it is extended off of the VWAP as well. Eyes is getting buried. OPGN. Man, something, give me a good setup. Give me a good setup. OPTT on that horrible news, still going up. So I guess at this point I just need to be patient and not force a trade. I'm already green on the day. Started the week off green, so I do not want to kill my profit. OPGN is getting a little bottom here. It did break this previous bottom, so I don't like that. Okay. But it is the one that's up the most today. I don't know. Let me look at my I need to look at my settings over here, my criteria, because it should be the same in both of these tabs. I'm pretty sure I didn't change the other one. Here are my criteria that I'm looking for. Market cap, last trade, boom, boom, boom. Let me go over to the other tab and make sure this matches. watch list, because I don't know what's up with this and why there's so many over here. Okay. Okay, 2. Looking for things over 2. And that should do it. Now, there we go. Alright, now let me go ahead and set these up. Eyes, I'm not even going to mess with anymore. It's just not even attractive. OPGN. ANCN. Actually, ANCN didn't have news. OPTT, bad news. ABML, trash. Okay, so yeah, the only ones to look at now. Okay, it says MRIN. 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 Let's get over there and look at that. MRIN. MRIN is a very cheap stock. Definitely not in my criteria. I don't like trading things under $2 because they don't give the volatility, especially when you're trading a small account. You know, you can buy a big share size, but it may go against you. It has more of a percentage chance to go against you than with you. And also the volume is very low as well. So you got to see some people fall in love with this stock first. And does it have a catalyst? Does not have a catalyst on the day. It is kind of getting that box formation, that 178, 175 box. And when you see the box, you know that the market makers are making their money here. So they're keeping it in this range, loading up for the next move, whether that is up or down, and they're making their money. So market makers did get blown out here though, whatever happened here. So it went from the 160, 10 cents up. That's not enough for me to get paid off of. 10 cents. I'm looking for a little bit more, you know, 20, 30, 40 cents. Let me show you my realized gains and losses for today. Realized gains and losses here. So this is the move that I'm looking for. I made $1.07 on this move, $1.03 per share, $1.92, 78 cents, 78 cents. And then on the ones that I did lose on, I cut my losses quickly. This is the move I'm looking for. I'm not looking for 10 cents. I'm looking for, you know, some pretty good blow up. But let's keep going, keep searching. Right now we're still grocery shopping. Eyes is going down through the floor. ANCN is going down. ANCN, I keep looking at that one because it just looks good, but it doesn't have any news. Now Jax is one that's up, and I've traded it before. I actually traded it last year when it went up. I forgot what it went up to. I forget. December, somewhere in here I traded it. But it has no, let's see, Jax secures 5 million royalty financing. Okay, so not too interested in that. NETE down there at the 200 moving average. OPT, this one is pushing up, but it continues to break my, I don't like this. It's not doing my strategy. I'm looking for a trade, man. Come on. Give me something. OPGN. Where is the bottom here on OPGN? I could this one may be the last trade that I do today, because it looks the best. The support here will be the 338. So that's our low. Let's see if it can hold that up and make a new high. Wow. Literally time I drew it, it almost broke it. It is in a 5-minute descending candle over here. So yeah, that's kind of looking nasty. And think about this though. With my realized gains and losses, with how I'm managing my losses here, I lost 12 cents on these shares, right? But think about once I do increase or am able to increase share size, think about a dollar per share, how much that is. Like if I took 100 shares and it went up $1 per share. That's $100. So with the way that I'm managing my system now, I'm working my way up to that. And I got to stick to my plan because my plan works. It works. It just got to follow the rules. Last week I broke a lot of rules and lost money. I came out with a very small green week last week because of it. Very small green week. Aggravated me. All right, but this one is forming a higher low here. There's this, let's see. Will it hold it up? It will not. It's not good. Okay, back out to OPTT. In other news, don't like that topping tail. Nope. Jax took a big dive for his price, $2.12 down to the $2.12. So it took all that work to get up there, but not looking too good now. ANCN is definitely in the grave. It is below the 200 moving average, below the 9, below the VWAP, and below its pre-existing trend line. So don't want to mess with that one. OPGN, where is the bottom? All I want to see is a bottom form above that VWAP. That would be great. Eyes, let's see, what's the Eyes has a trend from the 1492. Has a little bit of a trend line right there. Actually, you know what? The trend line would have been right here. So it is kind of cracking that trend line, but still not too interested. It's gonna have to do a pullback and start respecting these levels. It's kind of flatlining right now. Do you guys see anything else? Anything else here? We got a bottom here. OPGN is the one that I think I'm gonna take my last trade on. I can definitely get 100 shares. Get quite a nice move back up to the upside, so it's probably the one that I'm looking at trading. It's just coming down and giving me a better and better price. Where is the bottom? I'm going to move this down until it gets a bottom. All right. Okay, is that the bottom? 333. Okay, so it does have a bottom right there. It's finally came down to right there, 333 on the daily chart. Look at the daily chart real quick. Has resistance right there at the 331. Looking very, very weak on the daily chart compared to where it was this morning, all the way up here at $4. I don't think it's going to be able to get back up there, so I don't want to just be throwing random money in there, but I could play the range here. And right now the range is up here to the 350. So this will be the resistance, 350. And it's continuing to push lower, so just not looking good. Okay, WNDW, it says. Okay, so we got WNDW, solar window. What is it looking like on the daily chart here? Daily chart, oh, it's 13 bucks. Okay, so why did it crash? Why did it take this big dip over the last, let's see, March 22nd down to the 8th, or March 22nd, or not March 22nd, this is February 22nd. This move, why did it do this? Okay, it had a form 8K, responds to short and distort. Oh, I remember a lot of companies actually they got hit with some claims or allegations of short and distort, which was manipulate, pretty much stock manipulation. People were hyping up the stocks just so they can get short bias. And yeah, a lot of people made money on the way down on some of these stocks, but you know, this isn't a stock that I would be trying to get into for real. It just really depends. If you get into something like this, you need to look at the financials and see what is the potential of it coming back up. Now, I don't know if you're shorting or longing it, but whatever you're doing, you need to go and look into the fundamentals of this one. Because I can't say if it's going to go up or it's going to go down, because tomorrow we may wake up and it may be back up here at $22. So I can't give you, you know, a true prediction, because no one can predict the stock market. No one can predict the sentiment of the people against a specific ticker. But anyway, back to eyes. Eyes did break that trend, gave us that nice pullback, looking better and better. Let's see if we can do a pullback entry here. It's probably gonna go. Looking okay. It did break that trend line though. OPGN also looking sick. I don't know which one I want to focus on, OPGN or eyes. Let me just look at the news. Who has better news? Announces publication of final study results. Univero, whatever that is. OGN announces publication. So that's just study results. Does it have anything better than study results? Wins Chinese approval. It doesn't have anything that I really like. So I'm going to focus in over here. This one did get up there. Where was that last point I was looking for it to break? That 1250 was the last point that I wanted it to break. It does not look good. Oh, right here it has the this high volume candle, selling volume candle. So you know, it does not look good for the buyers. This buying candle is just weak. Still searching. MBI is heading up, trash. OPTT did a big dip down, got this little consolidation here, came down to the 9. I do not like that move right there. Why did it do that? I don't like any of what it's doing right now. Ears trying to come back up with all this little might. And I just don't think that today will be a day that stock or tickers without news is going to be running, because you have all these up here like OPGN that actually have news. So why would you go and trade something without news? Okay, eyes did give the pullback. It is messing up though. It is really messing up here. Really messing up. That's not good. Yeah, I'm not trusting eyes anymore. I believe it's got a lot more downside to it. OPGN also getting beat up. I would love for it to stay above this level here of the 323 and make a higher low like it's doing now, but it's got to stay up, because that 345 breakout would be so nice. 352 is its high on this last 5-minute candle. But eyes is definitely okay. So it is forming a new bottom. I just don't trust it. I'm gonna leave eyes alone. I feel like I'm gonna blow up my profit for today on eyes. I'm gonna focus in on OPGN. Everything else is trash. In my opinion, I'll say that. In my opinion, there may be something that just blows up, but in my opinion, all these other ones are kind of looking very weak, barely moving any sense. So I'm trying to get paid. OPGN finally formed a higher low here. So I put my support down here. Now all we need to do is wait for my setup. See if it'll give it to me. Okay. Because the trend is still up. And it is holding up on this daily level here of the 320 level. But it did not move a lot. So people have to get interested in this one again. I'll wait on that one. Eyes gap down a little bit. That's why I said I did not want to mess with that one. It just did not look good from a long perspective. OPGN is trying to reverse that trend. We're going to see where this one goes to. OPTT. Remember that if you don't know, if you're trading with real money in the market, it is very risky. And you can pretty much blow your whole account in a day if you don't manage your risk well, and if you don't really understand the movement of the whatever stocks that you're trying to trade. You can blow your whole account in a day. Matter of fact, you can blow your whole account in a couple of seconds. All you gotta do is put it all in there. So just be careful. I'm trying to see where the pullback is for this one. It moved from the 27 up to the 50, 60 area. So looking for that new low here. Made a higher low here. Kind of snapped down there. Let's see. Let's see what we got. $350. Get a nice little topping tail there. So the topping tail right there is the high of the 64. Yeah, if you hold in hope, but as day traders, we are not holding hopers. Day traders that hold in hope are called bag holders. You're holding the bag. Because like I say all the time, these stocks have a strong bias to go down anyway. People expect them to go down. So we are the crazy people that are saying, hey, let's pick up this trash out of the trash can and hope it goes up for just a little bit so we can profit. That's what we do as longs. Shorts, they're pretty much the guys that want to see the trash can filled up. They want to see more and more trash stocks so they can short it because they already know it's going down anyway. All right, so it is kind of holding up here, forming a new low here. Okay, looking weak though. Looking weak. Don't really. I'm not all in on this one yet. Okay, the low here okay, it did break that low. I don't like that. So we're gonna let this. We're gonna see if this is the new low. 345 there. Let's draw that support for a new low here. Can it hold up that 340? 350 struggle. Let's look at the level 2 here. Level 2, 350. Where are the buyers at? Okay, buyers are there's no big buyers. Are there any big sellers? I keep seeing. Let me hold up. I just saw a big seller at the $4. $4. Okay. So Looking like we'll be able to make a little bit of money off of it. This is the dead cat bounce. This high is a 358. I would love for it to stay below that and buy this 361. 361 would be my entry if this can close where it is. All right, 361. 361. I need to go up to 50 shares there. 361. All right, the low here. The low is a 352. I'll be out. Ooh, don't like that on that double top. Cancel that order. Cancel. Don't like that movement right there on that double top. Got up there, hit. Don't like it. Even if it breaks it, I don't like that movement. That did not look good. I was gonna do a 361 buy, but took my little soul right there. There it is, breaking through there, but I'm still not trusting it. Got up there to the 361. So what would have happened if I left my order in there? Let's see. Left my order in there at the 361. I'm in right now. The low here is the 351. So that would be my out, 10 cents. Would I lose money there? I would have made just a little bit. 361, 4 cents. I don't like it. 361, I would have been up just a little bit. So no, I'm glad I got out of that one. Dodged that one. Let's see. You need margin to short, right? Yes, you do need margin to short. But the thing that I tell people is, look, make sure you get your, if you can kind of master what you do in the long position, you better understand how to short. So master the long first so you can understand when longs feel uncomfortable. And that's really how you profit. Who's feeling uncomfortable at this moment? Who's feeling the heat right now? Is it the longs or is it the shorts? And when you get a margin account, you can actually play both sides. You can play long and short and flip bias. But for right now, I'm only a long trader because I don't have a margin account. I'm trading a cash account, my own money. So that is one of the upsides to a cash account, is that it's your own money. You're not losing anybody else's money. You don't have to pay anybody for any of your losses. All right, so let's continue looking. Things are okay. This one got up, didn't it? Got all the way up there to the 1250, high of 1250, and snapped down. I remember I got trapped in something like that one time. I had 100 shares, snapped up there, and it did this move just like this, and I lost 50 bucks, just like that, just gone. Oh, the memories. All right, so I'm not gonna mess with OPGN. It's just not looking attractive. ANCN is coming back up to this trend line. We'll see if it can break that trend line. JAX still weak. OPTT found a little range in here, barely moving. Okay. But yeah, that margin will get you, man. And getting margin called, boy, that is bad. You know, you lose. Like, let's say if you take a position, I don't know. And you know what? I think the worst thing about margin calls is that they can boot you out of your position if you lose too much. So, you know, if something's running against you and you're like, well, it's not my money, they can boot you. They can pretty much boot you. And let's say you're down, I don't know, a couple thousand. You're going to have to pay that bank back on that margin. You borrowed that money. So it's almost like taking out loans or something like that. That's what trading on margin is. So you really have to understand trading as a business to really manage that risk. You can't just be taking losses with other people's money. OPGN, man, it's just looking weak, weaker and weaker and weaker. But I'm just expecting that breakout. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen on this stock, but I'm expecting a breakout somewhere up in here. Eyes is all the way down now, going back down. It had the trend line, broke out of the trend, but not looking good now. OPGN. OPGN is looking better, but it just continues to make lower lows. So the low here was a 440 or the 346, and this low here is a 345. So it's making lower lows. I don't like it. I don't like it. And as you can see, my strategy is extremely picky. Extremely picky. So, you know, I've found that being more and more picky, being more and more locked in on a specific vision of what I want to see happen, it keeps me safe. It doesn't lose me a lot of money, and it helps me to manage my risk. Okay, we're looking for one more trade, man. OPGN has got to come up. Oh, you know what? What I just noticed, OPGN is getting closer and closer to VWAP. So it may be a good VWAP bounce play. We'll see what VWAP what it does when it comes into contact with VWAP. But VWAP, if it breaks these lows here, it's just gonna be over. A lot of selling here. This is 5 bars of selling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to see some kind of bounce up. If I was a short, I'd be like, man, this is a lot of sell-off. I need to be covering my position. And so right now, the bounce, what it can give you is from the 41 up to the 9. So 7 cents of bounce is possible. Now there may be more, but 7 cents is what I would be looking for if I was going to take this bounce off of this low. The first one to break this 1 minute high would be 7 cents up here to the 346-ish area, unless it continues to push down, which it is. I'm just going to keep cycling through. OPTT. This does not look good to me. Come on. Okay, Jax is making moves up. $2.12. Looking for that pullback. Let's see what I can get for 300 bucks. 300 bucks, I can get 140 shares. I'm gonna make that 150. Let's see a pullback here. Let's see a pullback, because it can definitely break this high here, but I need to see a pullback first. Extended, extended, extended. Did this one even have news on today? Is this something that I would like to trade? If I take 150 shares on it, how much is it moving? 03 up to the, so it moved 5 cents there, 7 up to the 5 cents there. Yeah, that's not enough. I don't like 5 cents moves. That's not enough. Too much of a pullback as well. I'm trying to get paid. Eyes is going back down there. I drew that trend line. It's heading on back down there, trying to get in that trend line. It is almost 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, sometimes we see some nice moves after the open. So that's one reason that I was holding on to this last trade. I do like to save one just in case there's a runner. Just in case. Because usually I'm out of money by now, or I have so little money that I can't really size in like I want to. So today we have, or this week, we have come to play ball. Messed up the pattern right there. It's probably going to break down. OPGN continues. It's making this bottom here. Has a top side of the 360. I think it's over with. Because looking at this last one that it did like this, it just faded down. So if it does this pattern again where it came down and faded for a couple of days, it may do the same here. So you got to look for those patterns that stand out. So I think I'm going to allow myself to save myself some money on this stock. Jacks pushing down, broke that 9. Looking for somebody to get up and get moving. OPTT continues to make these higher lows here. Let's see if it holds up this low of the 356. It's got a low of the 356. Will it break it down? It does have a double top over here. 362 is the double top. So now we're looking for, actually let me change this. This should be at support level. This is the support right here, but it is very extended off of the VWAP, and it's also not getting enough volume up here. OPGN fading like I thought it would. But all in all, this Monday has been good. Even if I have to let this one trade roll over into the next day, now with my management system, I know I can get those 3 trades, $300, and as I grow the account, I'll be able to put more in on each one, maybe like 350, 400, 500 per trade, 600 per trade. And that's what I'm really working on, because I got the strategy, and you know, I'm used to looking at the markets now. So all right, well, we got this. It's tried to break this level of 360 a couple of times for OPTT. Let's see how much it's moving. 52, just a few cents. Could it give us a nice little run up? I'm gonna size down to 50 shares. The high 62 break, 64, 65 break. Okay. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Okay, OPGN. I really want to see this action off of this this VWAP, because I believe it can get some pretty good action off of that. Got a nice little flat bottom there. But I'm gonna let it set up for me. Not gonna push it. So what all did you guys trade today? Did you guys trade any of the stocks on on what I was trading, or did you trade other stuff? What paid you today? What was your payday today? OPTT just continues to look better and better. That 360 break, 362. I think that's what I'm gonna be looking. 364, 365, 66. It's where I'm really interested in. Take 100 shares up there at 366. It's just looking better and better to me. But we're gonna see. Can some buyers come in there? Start pushing this thing up to the 366 level. It's got a top side of the 370. But it did have that bad news, didn't it? It lost 9 cents per share. So is this something that I really want to be buying into on losses? I don't think so. I'm going to be wise and just not do it. Even if it goes, if someone else wants to scalp that, hey, let them do it. Just got bad news. OPGN is finally looking like it wants to get out of this trend level. So it has a trend line here. Pretty much the $4 down there. So let's look at the action off of this. It does look quite good. It is 10:05. Looking for it to break that trend and show us that it wants to go higher. Got up there to the trend. Got a nice little flat bottom down here. BLNK 80s. Oh yeah. 30.05, and then you're out at, oh my goodness, just a $2 gain. You're in there. Made some profit with OPGN and eyes. Nice. And that's really all it is. Like just being consistently profitable was my goal when I started this journey. And man, I just love that. I love how with the market, it's an individual struggle, but there's so many people that you can learn from. There's so many people that you can talk to, network with. So much goes on with the market, and you know, it's just a good place to learn about yourself and about other people, whether that is emotionally, financially, just the sentiment of the overall economy, everything. So that's why I like it. That's why I like coming out here to the market and looking around, seeing if I can take a little bit of profit each day, and then I go out and actually work. But you know, it's nice little. It's almost like a video game that can really affect your life. You know, it's like if you were playing Madden and you know, one of those linebackers actually came and tackled you. All right. So I do like this one. It's getting up through that trend line, looking strong. All we need is a pullback now. It's reversed the trend. It's looking nice, looking really nice. Plenty of volume. All we need is that pullback. Ooh, that was a pullback real quick. Time I asked for it. All right, so let's see if we can hold up these levels here of the 345. Will it snap through there and make a lower low? Looking, waiting, watching. Ooh, snap through that low right there. Ooh. Okay, so it's continuing the trend down. One of these may break out. One of these, but right here with how it's looking, I will wait for this VWAP to get a little bit closer now. It's not looking good. Down here on this volume bar, big red volume bar, bigger than all of the greens that just happened, so takes a little bit of confidence away from it. Costs, I forgot what it was. I think it was moving with GameStop or something. It was following costs. Costs is now up Very low float. Came from the 15s up to the 18s right now. Very parabolic move right there. So if you're interested in that, remember it has low volume. I do not believe it had. Yeah, it doesn't have news on the day. I kind of figured that, being this nice and this late in the day. All right, eyes is trying to get up. I mean, it's trying. Okay, so that is our trend right now. OPGN still fading, still running up there, hitting that trend line. And that's one thing about the trend lines, they do work. A lot of people say, oh, well, technical analysis, putting lines on the chart doesn't work, but it gives you a good reference point of where that last or that new resistance will be. Okay, ANCN came up there to that trend line, going down. It's 1010 right now, and we are waiting and watching for some money. Cost, man, cost just shot up and then shot down. Whoops. Went up there, 1737. Nice moves, but not for me. EXPR is also up 299. Did it have news on the day? Expected to post a loss. Okay, if they're expected to post a loss, you see how this works? Like, people are like, oh, wow, it has news, but they don't read the news. The news says they're posting a loss. All right, let them do whatever they want. And then look at this. Express files for a shelf registration for up to 2 million common shares. Who buys into this? Not me. I'm good. I like my money. Just because it has a catalyst doesn't mean that the catalyst is good, even if it is going up. All right, OPGN coming back down to these bottoms. I would love to see it hold above these bottoms and for that VWAP to start entering this range here. But we're going to see. $330 is barely holding up. It's tested this level multiple times and just working its way down, just testing it. But we have not seen any more of those lower lows yet. But that 324, if it breaks, it's over with. 324. It's over, dude. Okay. JAGX did do some higher lows. So it has a class action settlement on behalf of holders of Jaguar. So a class action settlement. Is that something you want to get involved in? A ticker that's going through the court system right now? I don't think so. Cost still pushing up. This range is getting quite tight now. I believe we'll see a big pullback soon. EXPR, OTT, big dip on that one. Like I said, it had loss per share, so this wasn't something that you'll be buying to try to make any good money off of. So OPGN and eyes were the movers on the day. OPGN did break down its lows and is making lower lows, but it is at VWAP now. So we want to see a higher high now be created off of VWAP and maybe this trend line break as well. So we'll see what we can get. Got plenty of volume. has good news, so we're gonna watch it. OPGN, looking for that higher high or that higher low. Broke the VWAP on the 5-minute and the 1-minute. It is under the 9 EMA. So not looking good at all. I wanted it to respect that VWAP and get bought up. We're going to just watch it get destroyed by the sellers. Okay, eyes is bottoming out, kind of coming into like a consolidation point. So we'll be looking for a trend line break on this one as well, if it can stay above that 200 moving average and get back above the VWAP, which is at 1159. But right now, just looking weak. Cost, did it finally dive? It did take a dive. So cost took a dive from 1923 down to 1757. Nice little swim for it. Do not like that one. Very low volume still. Not enough people willing to trade that one. Everything's taking dives now. We want to see who's going to win. Who's going to be the winners out of this. Okay, JAGX, trash. So right now, top of the watch list is still eyes and OPGN. I would love for one of them to break out of their trends. Eyes just does not look good anymore on this daily chart. Yesterday or Friday, the high was 989. It needs to hold above that 989 level. And it's just got a strong trend heading towards that 989. So don't know what that's going to do for the day. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna be trading probably until I really want to watch these because I miss out so many times when I leave. Probably until 11 o'clock will be the latest that I can trade today, and after that I'll just close it down. So maybe another 40 minutes. I'm looking for one of these to come on and get up so I can take my last trade on it. Eyes, it's looking like it's picking up. Want to see it break that trend. Man, cost definitely is losing the battle. Okay, so we just got a news report. What's the news on today? Fully vaccinated people can gather without masks, the CDC says. That's okay. CDC, fully vaccinated Americans can gather without or with other vaccinated people indoors without wearing masks or social distancing, according to long-awaited guidance for federal health officials. The recommendations also say, and wait a minute, let me reference this. This is by, let me see who wrote this. This is a Yahoo Finance or Yahoo. This is a Yahoo report. New York AP. Mike Stobe, he wrote it today. Is today the 8th? Yeah, he wrote this today, published today. That's crazy. All right. So people are coming out of those masks, man. We'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. Because the thing is, my thing is, it seems like every 2 months we're finding new strains. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay. Okay, eyes. You gotta come on, man. Give me some movement up. Explode out of there so I can buy you. But we will see. Do y'all think it's safe to come out of the mask? And you know, I just wish they would at least genome at least a few more of the strains before we try that, because we finally kind of curbed the bale of the cases that we've been having. So I don't know. We finally curbed it, and now it's like, oh well, let's blow that up. Okay, Jax is up 2020 now, so it's definitely moving upward, onward and upward, moving just a few cents at a time. Got down there and hit that 200 moving average for eyes. Gave a little bit of a bounce up. Would love to see it start making some headwind upward. We got about, I'm only going to be trading for about 40 more minutes, and I'm going off because I got to get going. Got to go make some cash. Oh, don't forget to hit the like. Sometimes I forget to say that when I'm streaming because I forget that I'm actually streaming. I'm just literally sitting in a room talking to myself, you know. So, we have good conversations, me, myself, and I, and all of you guys that chime in to my craziness. So, thank you so much for actually stopping through, and hopefully you enjoy the stream, you learn something from the stream. Maybe I trade too safe for you, maybe I trade too risky for you, but all in all, trading is a individual experience. So you can take a little bit from me and go, you know, if you want to go more volatile, you want to trade a little bit less safe. Hey, it's all up to you. And that's what the beauty of trading. It is all up to you. Okay. All right. Okay, ANCN is finally getting some moves here. Let's see if we can get some volume down there. But it has a lot above it. It has a 200 moving average it needs to fight through. And the VWAP needs to get pulled down as well. So it has a lot of resistance. Eyes is back up to 11 bucks. All right, man. Thank you for dropping in. Peace out. All right. JAGX. The high is a 225 on that bad news. I'm gonna let it play. ANCN giving a pullback. Okay, eyes drop back down. Come on, man. It's got a nice bottom here. Nice bottom there. Just need some more higher lows to get us going. VWAP is at the 1155. Let's see, 1140. 1140 is looking like a nice spot to be. It's coming up to that trend line once again. Looking for it to reverse this trend and start moving higher. ET, OPTT. So yeah, eyes is gonna be the one that I'm gonna be watching. It's the top dog. And it's moving multiple cents, so it can definitely pay out. OPGN is also moving up a little bit cheaper. One of these is gonna be the one. I don't know which one it is, but I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna wait. We almost got a pullback there, so I'm just gonna wait for it to give us a true pullback above that VWAP. Now it's breaking down off of that trend line. 2 failures through the trend line. So one of these two is going to make me some money today. Don't know which one it is, but I'm very excited. I would hope that it's OPGN, then I can take 100 shares. All right. Got that little trend line right there. Now we just need a bit of a pullback. It has tested the trend line now. Let's see if it can blow out of there. The volume looks very good on it. Eyes looks like it went ahead and faded. Yeah, not looking good on eyes. So OPGN is my top watch. I'm gonna let this one pull back. The high here is a 333. Nice, nice, nice. but it is struggling to hold up that 333 level, which is the 9 EMA. Will it break down this low here? 324, 325 area. Okay. Will it hold? It's looking like it's, oh, it broke it. All right, so that's okay. That is okay. So got up there to that resistance line. Let's see if they can pack it down all the way to the VWAP. That'll be a nice entry. And then we can enter on the top side of this high of the 333 break. But for right now, it's too early. Too early. It's struggling on that trend line. 30 seconds left on this candle. Eyes is back up to 11.15. Can it give a pullback above that VWAP since it's flatlining? 11.28, 11.30. Okay. 11.54 is the VWAP. Nice. Let's see that pullback now. Let's see you pull back. Give us some reason. All right, so the high 69. It's got to pull back as well. Let's see, 300 bucks. Take 25 shares here. Let it pull back though. Check OPGN real quick. Not looking as valuable as eyes. So let's let this one pull back. The top side of the high is 1180. 1180. $300. 25 shares. 1180. Holy Jesus, that thing went fast. Okay, so that would have snatched me in. Would I have lost money here? 1180. Or will it continue pushing? Is this the new low? 1151. Put a support in here. It is. All right. So we got us a new low. 1154 is looking like the place to for it to hold up. Getting on up there. We are now reversing trend. This is what I wanted to wait on because I knew it was coming. So it's 10:30 right now. We're gonna make a little bit. Let it pull back. Very volatile stock. I can make some money on this one with small share size. Let's let this one close up. I'd love to see it get down here. Let's see, 1150 break. And the top side is the $12. Let's let it pull back there. How far are you gonna pull back? Top side, the high is 1183. So 1186. It's looking like, well, it's going green again. Come on down. Looking for the 1186. Come on down. Stay red. Got a couple seconds left. Stay red. 15 seconds. It's not going to stay red. People are too excited. Okay. Got up there quite quickly. Buyers are getting in there, but the problem is it's not going up with the buying pressure. All right. Nice little pullback. Can it hold up this bottom here of the 1178? Let's see what you got. It's perfect right now. Perfect where the VWAP is and everything. All it needs to do is give a proper pullback. But it's faking out a lot. A whole lot. All right. So this one went from the 1180s up to the 1215. It is a volatile stock, but we're looking for the big volatility and a good entry price. Oh my goodness, this is probably the worst time for me to have to use the restroom. But I will. I need to. Alright, let's go ahead and make this money before I go though. I don't want to miss this. Been waiting all morning for this. Okay, so we have a top here, high of the 1220. Nice. 1221 is looking like that entry for me. Okay, 1221 is looking like that entry for me. Let's see how far it wants to go down though. Okay, did break the bottom of this candle, getting on down there. So we're gonna look for the dead cat. Wow, I was gonna say look for the dead cat bounce, but 1221, it's looking like the spot to be. Yeah, I'm gonna take 1221. Very quick profit taking if it can get up there. If it shows me red, shows me too much red, I'm gonna have to exit this. This is the dead cat bounce anyway, so I might need to wait. Yeah, it's struggling. Let's see, top side of this is the high of the 1205. Struggling right there. So this high here is a 1205. 1205 entry, 1206. 1206 is where I would like to be getting in here on the close of this candle. Get right there, 1206. I use this as the bottom. The low is 1182. I do a $12 low. If it shows me red again, I'm gonna cancel that order. Yep, I'm gonna cancel that order. It's not looking good anymore. Cancel that order right there. I really thought it was gonna give a little bit more of a push up. Does not look good. Oh my gosh, what happened to OPGN? Look at OPGN. Broke the, okay. Here's another one. And this one is getting up. So OPGN we're watching now for that pull. Well, we got to get another pullback. It already did the move here. Oh man. Alright. Man, I had to use the restroom. Alright, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Alright, so the high here, 349, 350 break. 100 shares there. Would be nice. 350 break. May need to let it pull back just a little bit. See how far it's going to pull back. 350, the high 345, 351 is where I would like to be in for quick profit. Alright, so the low here is 344. 344, we'll have to be out. Okay, nice. Be ready to sell down there. Looking for a little bit more of a push. If they can give it to us. Very small push out right there. So what I'm gonna do, this low is a 337. Oh my goodness, it came down to stop me out that quick. All right, nice little stop out. 350 break again. 350. Oh, that hurt me right there. 350 break. Wow. Very quick stop out. You know what? I shouldn't have taken that trade after I just came back. I should have let my mind settle a little bit. But I just jumped in right there. Oh well. Still green on the day. Smaller green day. But oh well. Smaller green day. Definitely shouldn't have taken that trade. Should have waited for a little bit more confirmation. But sometimes when you leave, you kind of break the routine of what you're used to. But I did not want to lose all my profit to that one. All right, over the top of this high is a 348, 349. So where I'll be looking to get in at 349 break. And now it is doing things that I don't like. High 349, 351 again. Doing a little dead cat bounce right there. 351, I will be back in there with small share size. Let it play out. Ooh, eyes. Oh my gosh. Eyes went up, dude. I didn't even see it go up. Well, right now I don't have the equity to be playing with that one anymore. The low here is a 338. So I let this one live. 338. Looking to take a nice little trade here. 338. Low 338. Come on, you know you want to. This low here is a 345. 345. 343. It's gonna have to get bought up there. Do not like that action. The high here, yeah, I don't like this. Do not like that right there. Now this one, eyes. Oh my gosh, what is up with you? 36 bucks. What can I do with 36 bucks? Oh, 2 shares, dude. All right, so the high 354, 355, 356 will be the high there. Well, let's try it. 356. Let's try it. If it goes down a little bit more, I'll take on this candle. 330s. Okay. Getting up there. Man, I should have waited on this one. The low of this is $13. Oh well. Getting quite heavy up there, isn't it? High 54. Don't see that push coming, so I might need to go ahead and exit. But I'm not going to exit. It's only 2 shares. So the low is a 301. Okay, I'm in right there. 1301 is where I would like to be out. Let's see if it just slams down on me. Looking for it to break. Very small little move right there. Very small little move. Come on. It's either going to stop me or it's going to continue higher. The stop here. Yeah, it's going to stop me. $13 is my out. It's a whole dollar level. It did not double top though. The high was 73, hit the 75 there. So it needs to go back and retest that 75 where it's going to stop me out. Getting bought up right there. The new low is the low of this candle right here, 314. 314 will be the out. Ooh, it's going to stop me. Ooh, that looked like it was close. Yeah, it's looking like it wants to stop me. It's got to flip. It's got to give us some green here. Yeah, it's going to stop me. Yep. All right, I'll take that. Still a green day, but I'm just going to it's over. I'll be back tomorrow for more. Man. So it never did actually give me my setup. OPGN got through that trend line, but just was not willing to go any higher. Oh well, green day. We'll close it up here and just leave it. I'll do my recap and be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for dropping in. I'm going to go ahead and sign out. You enjoy your day. Have a very safe day. People are coming out of their mask, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, or as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.